Welcome back to World 4. Today, instead of working on our mineshaft some, I believe I'm going to play a little bit with fences, something Notch added in the last Secret Friday update. And let's see if we have any wood here. No, we don't, so we're going to have to go make some. Okay, first things first, make ourselves a couple of axes to speed up this process. And the way you make fences is you take sticks, which you get from planks and which you get from logs, and you take those sticks and you layer them 3 by 3. So, and that's top and bottom, like you would think a fence would be layered. And you can take those fences and put them up in the world, and they're 1.5 blocks high. Because they're 1.5 blocks high, this means if it's on a flat surface like this, like say you had a fence here and it went to here, a mob couldn't just straight up jump over the fence. They'd be bouncing up and down there, able to do absolutely nothing. And this is great for putting like an outer perimeter around your base, as well as it's probably going to have some kind of use in survival multiplayer as well, as far as land flags go and where people can build and where they can't build. But first thing first, we have to get some wood for our fences. I'm also going to be on the lookout for bricks, because I'd like to, for aesthetic reasons, I'd like to put a little brick chimney on our house. As well, going up one corner, perhaps. But, yeah, the reason why I'm getting fences is the fences are going to act as sort of a topper on top of everything. And I've also played with them quite a bit, so I know how to get them to stack properly as well. Because of the block mechanics of a fence, you can't just stack fences on one on top of another. But what you can do is you can take, like say you wanted to go something up 4 high. You'd go up this right here, and then you'd put the fence on top. You take this block out, you put a fence up there, then you take this block out and put a fence up, and you take that block up and put a fence up, and then you've got your 4-foot pole. And you'd have to do that for every piece of elevated fence you wanted, but there is a way to stack them currently, without having to do something like NBT Edit or some other stupid crap like that. Man, there's a lot of trees on this island. Got a forest to work with. I have to go back and collect all the saplings though later. Because the more we cut these out, the farther we're going to have to go to get wood every time, and I don't really want to go 50 miles away to get wood. Oh, and by the way, if Notch has addressed that there's currently a performance issue with Minecraft, but if you guys are having issues with it on, like say a Vista machine or XP machine, what you can do is you can go in and go into your task manager and right click on it and set the priority to something like high, and it'll give resources to the Java applet first rather than other stuff. And unless you're doing like a bunch of multitasking, that's probably the best way to go. It's what I'm doing currently to keep my steady 25 FPS, even though I'm out and roaming around. I want our first axe. 63. We'll just cut one more and go. Let's go back and see if we can pick up any of these saplings. And there's a cow. I'm going to take your leather. Or you're going to kill yourself. Ooh, you dropped 2. Nice. Alright, let's get up out of this little hole. Saplings. This tree is deteriorating really slowly. Aha! There we go, plenty of saplings to work with. 6. And that's one of the great things about stuff like your trees and your crops is because of the random chance of getting stuff, you actually have a good chance of getting more than one sapling per tree, and well, what that means is you can multiply your trees. And since we've got some grass over here, I'm going to actually plant trees. Here, there, and we'll put one there in the sun. And that should give us a nice little stockpile of trees when they're fully grown. And now to make our fences. Excuse me for a second, guys. There we go. Had to turn that down. The volume they have on this damn thing is retarded. Sometimes it'll be really high and then other times it'll be really low. Like this new movie just came on here and it's just retardedly loud. So I apologize if you guys could hear that shit. Make our sticks. There's 2 stacks, and yeah, 2 stacks should be enough. Split these up. 16. Get 32 out of it. 8, 4, and there we go. And we'll just store the rest of those planks for now, because we don't need them. As well as our extra sapling. Right. So, now I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about with stacking your, first better get another pick. Or, no, nah, I don't have much dirt. So it seems like we have to make another pick. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about with stacking fences. Alright, so you put the fence down normally, right? And you can't stack anything up above it. And that's because there's a half a block on top of this little wood pillar here that you can't build on. What you can do is you can put like a block like this on top of it, and then, you know, put a fence up, but that looks retarded. Wouldn't you agree? Now, the way to do this is you have to have a little planning first. But as long as you know what you're building, you can stack these fences pretty easily. Like, let's say we wanted to build a 3x3 little tower of wood. Right? And we want this to go up 3 blocks. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'll get some wooden planks as well and put those on top instead. Alright, let's pillar ourselves back up. Okay, now what we do is we put our fence up this way. There we go. And then you put your wood on top or whatever that you want on top of this. And basically the way this works is you're building backwards. Instead of building upwards, you're building downwards. And as long as you think like that, you'll be able to handle these fences pretty easily. If you remember right, you couldn't stack stuff upwards, but you can stack downwards. And it makes it seamless and they connect really easily, so that's the building tip for today. The only downside to building with fences is, and I can't believe I just did that. The only downside to building with fences is you can't put anything on them currently. Like you can't put torches or ladders or any of that stuff onto a fence. So if I'd have thought ahead, I could have, why do I keep doing that? It's a force of habit, I guess. Yeah, if I would have thought ahead, I could have used, just put a block up like this. We could have made this wider, and then put an inner block in that we could have had a ladder and then had a little, tower out here we could climb up into. But, for looks, it's not bad, I guess. So now you got yourself a nice little tower here with a base and everything. And of course you can put a fence on top to give like a little guard building or whatever, but this is fine for now. And there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with these fences that act almost like your glass blocks here, but they interconnect. There's also the option of making giant pillars, like say you wanted to have something supported by pillars rather than those thick lattice fences. It's the same concept. You start from the top and then build down. Oops. Oh my god, shut the fuck up and go away. Go away. Fucking cows, man. There we go. Alright, that's I can't stand these fuckers anymore. Goddamn herd of cows outside my house. You too, chicken. And not one of them dropped anything. That's awesome. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Like I said, it's the same concept. As long as you keep in mind that you're building from the top down, you should have no problem working with fences. What's my opinion, one of the coolest aesthetic things that Notch has added. There we go. And there you have it, a pillar supported tower. You can walk through, walk under, all that stuff. Speaking of which, I'm probably gonna, I think I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna make some steps up on top of my roof so I can put the rest of these fences up. And this is how you make steps. You can also do this out of stone as well, this kind of stone here. And that's another good thing that these ladders are good for, is like stair railings. Grab some planks. There we go. And voila. And put up a fence here on the edge. That. Could be used to make it cool in between. Like say you were making a giant tower, instead of just having seamless wood all the way up, you could alternate in between floors. Like say go up 3 with wood, and then go up 3 with that fencing, and then go up another 3 with wood, so on and so forth. And if you want to alternate, because that way you can actually make floors. It's not just one giant long tower that you have no purpose of using.